Hi, this is Theo from PocketBlocks.com. Today I'm going to recommend some affordable watercolor sets for beginners who want to learn the medium. By the way, I have another video that talks in detail about the different types of watercolor sets and the things you need to take note of when you are buying them. But today I'm just going to recommend some of the sets that I think are quite suitable for beginners and they don't cost you too much. The sets I'm going to recommend today do not cost more than $30, but of course the price will vary depending on where you buy them. I'm going to start with the cheapest one first, which is the Windsor Newtonkaufman. Windsor Newtonkaufman usually sells below US $20, so this is the most affordable set that I have. I like this particular set because this is quite compact and this is very lightweight because the box is made of plastic. Inside there are 3 mixing wells, quite convenient, and there are 12 pens. The color selection is quite good. 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 blues, 1 yellow ochre, some greens and earth tones. When you finish using the colors, you can replace them with your own tube colors, or you might want to buy replaceable pens like I do and put in your own color. One thing to note is the original pen size is actually a bit smaller compared to the replaceable pen, so you will not be able to fit this pen totally into the pen holder. It will come out, it will be jutting out a bit, but that's not really a problem because you can still close the box. Let me show you the color chart that I painted with Windsor Newtonkaufman. You can see that the colors are quite vibrant and they mix very well. For student grade watercolors, this is quite good and really worth the money. The next set I want to show you is the Van Gogh 12 half pen set. This is a set that is in metal box, but you will usually find them in plastic boxes. The price is also quite comparable to Windsor Newtonkaufman, maybe a bit more expensive or cheaper depending on where you buy it from. This comes with a small portable brush which is too small to be useful. Anyway, color selection is also quite good with the exception of the white that is included. And same thing, once you finish using the pens, you can either refill them or you can buy a replaceable pen to put in your own colors. The nice thing about this pen set is you can put your own brush between the rows of colors. So this space here is actually quite big. You can put in a Da Vinci Maestro travel brush or Rosemary pocket brush. This set has 3 mixing wells at the top and some more mixing plate areas at the bottom here. But actually, when I'm using this set, I seldom use this area because I find that when I'm holding it, the water will just flow out from this area here because this part here is not raised up. But overall quality is quite good. Let me show you the color chart that I painted. So this is the color chart. The colors are also quite vibrant, and this is the earlier chart, the Cotman from Winsor & Newton. You can see that they are very comparable. Next up is this brand called Pebeo. This is made in China. I like the metal box, but I don't like the colors because the colors are very pastel-like. And you can see that this is actually a new box. What I like about this box is, well, again, 3 mixing areas at the top, and this bottom part here, you can see that this area here is raised up. So when you mix watercolor over here, the water is not going to flow out from anywhere as compared to the Van Gogh set that I showed you earlier, which has this part. This is not raised up. So this is a much better box. Unfortunately, the colors are really quite lousy. Let me show you the color chart. I don't even need to compare this color chart with other brands. You can straight away see that the colors are very dull, very pastel-like, and when they mix, the resulting colors is also not very vibrant, not very strong. The good thing is the price of this box. I think I bought this under US $15, so for that kind of price usually you just get an empty watercolor box, but in this case they give you the half pans, although they are useless, but you can still reuse the half pans because I'm going to use my pen knife to dig out all the colors so that I can reuse all these plastic pens for my own colors. So this is something you might want to consider if you want to get an empty box. This is the brand that I would recommend. This is a new brand that I discovered recently. This is called Prima Marketing. They sell other watercolor sets, and this particular one is called Tropicals. There are 12 colors. The colors are quite intense. I'm not sure about how light fast they are, but for US $20 I would say this is quite worth the money, but don't assume that they are light fast though. One nice thing about this box set is the box itself. First of all, notice that the area here between the two rows of colors is much bigger, so if you want to add in additional colors you can do that. You can just put in extra colors in the middle row, or if you want to put your watercolor brush you can do so. You can put actually up to 2 brushes. This brush is a bit tiny, but you can put in 2 brushes, it will fit. Another nice thing is the bottom mixing tray. The edges are raised up so water is not going to run out from the corners. So I think this is really an all-rounded set. Very nice. I don't have the color chart, but I can say that the colors are very intense, comparable to Windsor Newtonkaufman and also Van Gogh, maybe even more intense. This is the White Nights set from St. Petersburg, made in Russia. The box is relatively compact, but not as compact compared to Windsor Newtonkaufman, of course. This is a bit thicker, and also the surface area here is much larger. Inside there are only 2 mixing wells compared to 3 from the Cotman. Another difference is the size of the pans. This is actually a full pan, so the size is something like this compared to a half pan like this, so you get 2 times the amount of paint. But this is slightly more expensive, but overall you get a lot of paint compared to the Cotman. So this is still quite worth it, especially because the paint quality is quite good. The colors are very intense and they mix very well. Now inside this box there is this area here. You can use it to put your portable brush. This is a Da Vinci Maestro pocket brush. It will not be able to fit the Rosemary pocket brush because this is a bit longer. And once you finish using the pens, of course you can remove the pens. You just pop them out and put in your own colors. It's very easy to just replace the colors you want. These are the 4 sets that I recommend: St. Petersburg's White Nights, Van Gogh, Windsor Newton's Cotman, and Prima Marketing's Tropicals set. If you want more quantity, then go for St. Petersburg's White Night because all these are full pans. If you want something that is very compact, then Windsor Newtonkaufman is the most compact. Slightly more compact compared to the metal boxes. If you want a box that you can add additional colors, then that would be either Van Gogh or Prima Marketing. For Prima Marketing it's easier because you can just put in your empty half pans in the middle row here. But for Van Gogh, if you want to add additional colors, you have to remove this pen holder and put in additional colors. You can hold up to 27 colors if I'm not wrong. But usually I just use 12 colors, and I find 12 colors should be more than enough. But if you want to do so without the hassle, Prima Marketing allows you to put additional colors in between these 2 rows of colors. Now maybe you want to create your own palette, you want to use your own colors. In that case, I would recommend the Pebeo set. Remember just now I talked about how lousy the paint quality is. So you can actually use pen knife to scrape off all the paint and buy some artist grade tubes and squeeze in the tube pins into the pens. So this might save you some money. Someone on YouTube asked me whether I prefer plastic boxes or metal boxes. Actually, I don't have any preference. Sometimes I prefer to bring the Cotman box out because this is very compact, very lightweight. By the way, I have since replaced all the colors with artist grade watercolors. Sometimes I prefer to bring the metal box out because I like the space here. I can put my pocket brush, I can keep everything in the box itself, and this is also quite compact. So it really comes down to personal preference. To me, the material that's used to make the box is not very important. These affordable watercolor sets are great for beginners who want to learn the medium. Because you don't have to stress out about using too much paint, they are not very expensive. Now in the future, when you do run out of paints, I recommend you upgrade to artist grade watercolor because you will notice the difference in quality immediately. Also, buy those tube pins. It can be 5 ml or 15 ml. 5 ml tube will be able to replace this pen 2 times. 15 ml tubes can replace this pen 7 times. So it's quite economical to buy big tubes to replace your pens in the future. I think that's all for my video review today. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. I will also post links to all the box sets that I have talked about earlier, so you can check out some of the sketches I've painted with them and also colored charts. That's all. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so for more sketching tips, tutorials, art product reviews. Bye!